Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we are following up with Mario Parada from SOF Defense. It's been 1 year since we were at his shop. Last time we were here, he wasn't in business very long. He had just opened up the shop and was kind of getting set up. He's been in business now 1 year longer than the last time that you saw him. So today we're in Phoenix. I'm here with a few friends. We're actually shooting the Red October Cold War match. We actually just shot it, so I thought while we were here, we should pop into SOF Defense, see how's business, have things changed, are they going better, worse, and really to take a look at some awesome builds, some cool stuff that he has in the back. He's got some really interesting customers that I know about, people that you guys will be familiar with if you watch videos on this channel. So like I say, Mario is kind of the face of the modern day AK community, so without any further ado, let's pop into SOF Defense in Phoenix, Arizona and see how's business 1 year later.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Mario here with SOF Defense. For you guys that don't know me, Mario Parada, AK builder, and this is my shop. Really not much to it. You know, you got the presses, you got the mill, mini lathe that you take barrels down. You know, basic tools that you need. A lot of drawers for a lot of stuff, a lot of parts. You know, yeah.
Let me peep that drawer. I remember these drawers.
Yeah.
Would probably make some people that watch these videos cream a little bit. Muzzle brakes, more muzzle brakes.
It's probably thread pitch.
Trunnions, bolts, trigger pins, barrels.
Barrels, dust cover gas tubes, barrel pins, more trigger parts, pistol grips, Chinese stuff. If you want Chinese Bakelite, anybody want Chinese Bakelite? Fatties. AOGs, full auto trigger parts, a little bit of wood, butt stocks, handguards of all flavor, wood, polymer, turn shot in here, a whole bunch of random, you know, just shop stuff, you know? And over here is carrier, side rails, piston, 74 muzzle. This is all extra stuff, you know. Customer hits me up, hey, I got this build, I don't have this. If I have it in there, you know, cool, I'll provide for the customer. This is where everything is kind of locked up at the end of the night. All the kits that need to be built, the rifles that need gunsmithing, everything's locked up. Pretty solid metal door. Some guns that are completed, some stuff that need works. Nice little M21 over here. So that's in the process of being finished. Some M77s. 3 of them actually, for Mark Krebs. These are done. Now I just have to find a box big enough to ship these in.
Last year when we came here, I remember this vault was maybe half this full.
Yeah.
It's to the ceiling now.
Yeah.
How much work would you say if you worked 7 days a week? How much work do you have right now? How long would it take you if you did nothing but build to finish everything you have here today?
If that's all I did all day, you know, I'll be a few months out, like, you know, maybe 3-4 months. But I'm not in here every day. So that's why the lead times are now anywhere from 5 to 6 months.
You know what else is 5 to 6 months out? Kalash Bash 2026, April 10th through 12th. It is the largest gun event of its kind. If you are into AKs at all and you want to be around 1,200 people just like you and 50 to 60 vendors that support the AK market, make sure you click that link in the description below to get pre-registered for tickets. That gives you early access to buy tickets before everyone else does. And then you can come out to KB with your friends, stay for 3 days. You don't have to leave. The price table is up to 120 grand this year. We'll see you then.
Yeah, these are all, some of these kits are very intricate. You know, might take me a day or two, possibly even 3, you know, to kind of get it done. Everything I do, I take my time, I do it right. Nothing leaves the shop unless it's perfect. So it's just a lot of, you know, a lot of virgin kits in here too, a lot of really rare kits. Like there's another virgin Yugo kit, Polish kit, underfolder kits, another M21 kit over there. Doing a 223 crank here for Tyler, a Kyber pass. This one's kind of crazy. I don't even know if I can show this one on camera, but I mean, I guess, yeah, I could, but it's a, this is a crazy build, as you can see right there. Okay, guys, there is maybe one small change inside the shop. Kind of hired my cousin's boyfriend. Told her I'd help him out, but he's in here working. Let's go check in on him. Oh my gosh, bro.
La migra, ¿qué onda, güey?
Hey,
¿Ya llegó la migra?
¿qué no estabas trabajando, güey?
No, güey, vámonos.
No, pues ponte los tenis, güey.
Estoy listo, vámonos.
Hey, man, come on, bro. ¿Para eso te pago? And this one is a Russian crank as well. So,
Damn.
I mean, like, dude.
Wow.
And to top it off, OG barrel. Still has the dimples. So, just a beautiful kit all around.
Hey, when you say dimple, some people might not actually know what you're talking about with some of this Russian stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Can you explain that?
Yeah, so you guys see the barrel here? So this stuff was pressed on, and then there was these like dimpling things, marks on the barrel. So they press these on, and then they'd come in and basically pinch them onto the barrel that way, instead of drilling it and then putting the pin through it.
Right, because you can see it's never been drilled for pins.
Right. Just a beautiful kit overall, man. And this guy, and Coco, he's a great customer as well. You know Coco.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you say? I know people are interested.
Mm-hmm.
Just this kit.
Uh-huh.
What would you value just this kit, Russian crank?
Shoot, just the value on the kit?
Just the kit, not built. in
Not
pieces.
built? I mean, the barrel alone is, I've seen these go for upwards of $2,000.
Same, yeah.
So, you know, the kit itself is another few, 2 or 3, depends on who's selling it. So just in the kit alone, you're at least 5
In the
5
kit.
in
Wow.
the kit, yeah. If you guys could get your hands on something like this for under $2,000, I wouldn't even sneeze at it. I'd snatch it up fast. This is a Bulgarian one. And this one was $2,000. $199.99.99. Hasn't even been demilled yet. So but this customer went above and beyond. Virgin. Like, look at those markings.
Pretty much impossible to find.
I've been very, very lucky this past year. The customers that I have been receiving and getting have been like high collectors, and they've been blessing me with some of the highest rarity kits to build. So my portfolio is looking really good, and the kids keep showing up every week, man. And it's funny because when I opened up the shop, I thought that I was going to do a lot of high speed, you know, go fast AKs.
Because originally, I think a lot of people, that's what you're known for.
Right.
You're the dude that makes like highly tuned 7.62 and 5.56 AKs and 5.45 when it was available.
Right.
Competition builds, sleeper builds that might not look
Like,
like sleeper
yeah.
guns, but they get the job done.
That's AK Poppy.
Yeah, that was my favorite part about it too.
It fits the Wasser look with like just the Gucci feel.
It's awesome.
Hold on, dude. I was anticipating way more kick. That was literally, I didn't feel anything, like nothing. This is AK Poppy material, dude. That's you didn't just pick that name, you earned it. That is awesome.
And you were just saying, man, a year later now, it's like, it's changed where you're doing these Ferrari OG kits, high value stuff.
Yeah.
So would you say that's a huge change from last year?
Huge change, bro. Huge change. So I did a lot of the go fast stuff, or like early on the first year, and slowly but surely just kind of like switched into like all these like just nice kits. And honestly, I'm loving it. It's like I'm loving it. It's like every time I build one, it reminds me of why I love the platform so much. We've talked about the OG aesthetics of that we love on these rifles, and getting to build them now. It's like, all right, cool. Like, you know, let's keep doing more. Like, there's plenty of more in there as well, man. Like a big popular thing that I've been doing. These Segas right here, people are sending me to do the side folding conversions on them, and the cut and the riveting, as you can see, it's pretty good. So one thing that a lot of people like that I do, I think that's why I get a lot of Sega conversions, is I actually laser do the front and bottom cuts. So when you look at it, it looks very authentic. So that's that one right there. These Segas have been extremely popular, extremely popular. A lot of side folding conversions have been done to this point now. And I have a lot of fun doing them. It's probably like one of my favorite things to do is convert the fixed stocks into a side folding stock, especially on the Segas. I don't know where these Segas popped up from, how these customers are getting them, but they're showing up here, you know, by 2, 3, 4 at a time sometimes. Like it's pretty crazy. But yeah, but when we're doing, oh
shit.
Cut myself off.
It's kind of empty.
Bro, did it really just use, it's been one day.
I noticed your shop looks a little different, and if you guys haven't seen the very first video, there's the thumbnail. I'll try to link it in the description, or just watch this full video and it'll play next.
Yeah.
So it's different now.
Yeah.
Why'd you make this change, and what's your workflow? What are your stations made for?
These are all the kits in there that need to get built. So what I'll do is I'll come in, I'll grab 2 or 3 kits. I kind of have the dates on them, or the middle shelf is basically like fully ready kits. So shelf on the top is like stuff that still needs parts. I'll grab one of those, I'll bring it out here, bam, it goes on here. So for example, let's say we're doing this one. All right, cool, bam. I'll start. This one doesn't have a receiver in it. This one needs a receiver, it's been ordered. So I'll grab the receiver. If it needs to be drilled, then I take it over there to the mill. Once we go over to the mill, everything gets drilled onto the receiver. That way, you know, it has the holes to come in and be able to rivet it. So like obviously you need the holes and the receiver to rivet it in. So some of these receivers come with no holes. They will only have like the holes for the trigger access pins and the safety. That's if you get it like through an FFL, but you can get it also an 80, which none of it comes drilled. And then I have to drill everything, the access pins, you know, the slot for the safety, everything.
What's the benefit from starting with an 80% receiver?
So the 80 is cool just because you could make sure that everything is drilled correctly. So that's one thing that I like. Sometimes when you get like a pre-drilled front receiver and rear receiver trunnion, the holes don't really line up perfectly. And that becomes more of a hassle during the build. So if you have like an 80, even if you don't get like an 80 with like the access pins, let's just say you get an FFL transfer receiver, but you don't have the front or the rear trunnion holes drilled, that's a lot better, because then when you send it to me, I can locate those holes according to your trunnion and your rear and your front trunnion. Put the rear trunnion in there, lock this in, you locate the holes, you know, by moving the X and the Y. Once you do that, bam, come down, drill it, and you're done. This is all the rivets. So for you guys that like rivets, these are 4x8s. The whole receiver gets pressed and riveted over here, and then all the barrel work also gets done over here. And then once that's done and we have like a gun to put together, I bring it back over here and then I assemble. Yeah, so this is like a pre-populated barrel right here that I already did for a build. So pretty cool. I have a tool that basically you press the barrel into the trunnion, you headspace it, and once it's headspaced, then you put all 3 of these components on with the handguard on at the same time. And then the jig that I have makes sure it keeps everything nice and straight, and you press everything on at the same time. So then the barrel basically comes out just perfectly straight with all the barrel components nice and straight. And then all I have to do from there is press the barrel out of the front trunnion, rivet the front trunnion onto the receiver along with the trigger guard and the rear trunnion, and then I basically just press the barrel back in. I've already identified where the headspace is at, so I line that up, press the pin in, the barrel pin in, and then now you have like a full completed rifle.
Real quick, barrel population. How important is that job?
It's pretty important, man. So we use the presses to make sure everything's pressed on straight and good.
Hey, güey, ya acabé de barrir. Ya me voy a lonchar.
Tool that I use to crush the rivets is the AK Builder one, which is this one right here. Just imagine the trunnion was in there. This goes up, that crushes it. This is the trigger guard one. You set this on the trigger guard. So these would be basically like that. Your receiver sits on top. This goes in on top of these. Put that on top of that, and then you press down. That's how you do the trigger guard rivets. It was a big, I won't say big learning curve, but I took a high risk when I went into building. You know, it was, I gave up a really good job to go build somewhere where I didn't know if it was gonna work out or not. So luckily I was able to work there for 4 or 5 years, built thousands of these while my time there. So that kind of mastered my craft, and then I was able to come by myself. And now, you know, I'm really just taking my time and each one, making sure everything is as perfect as it could possibly be. So another thing that got upgraded was the restroom. You could never have a restroom that's too nice.
Shoot, let me see.
Hey, güey, estoy cagando, salte, güey.
So in the last year, what's probably been the most difficult thing, hardest to deal with? It's not all smooth sailing, I'm sure.
Not at all. It's time management, man. When you own your own boss, sometimes managing your time could be a problem in the sense, you know, a lot of people might not know this, but I'm a father of 3. I'm married, and you know, my kids are at that age where like I has to drop them off at school, pick them up, be there for them. So a lot of people think I'm in here just building all day, when in reality, I'm not in here building all day. It's, you know, 3 or 4 times a week for 7 or 8 hours at a time. And, you know, the backlog can start to grow as stuff starts coming in. So that has been the difficult part in a sense of trying to keep people happy with the timelines, but I will not sacrifice quality over shorter lead times. That's one thing I refuse to do. I do not know when I'm going to expand. I just like having full control of every build. Because I think that's why people like coming to me as well, because they know that I'm not just trusting some bozo or a friend or a cousin or something to just work on their gun.
It's funny you say that. We were talking about this at the around your pool last night. That think like back when Fuller was still at Rifle Dynamics. People, I see it all the time. They'll post on Facebook or some forum. They're like, "Oh, I've got this RD build." Yeah. Fuller was still there at the time. This is a Fuller build. Still might not be. Right. I mean, even when Fuller was there were a lot of people there. He may not have touched your gun. And I believe in your character and the quality of your work so much that I think it's kind of cool that in this era, which you may expand, but right now, people that have an SOF build 20 years from now can say this gun was legit built by Mario. Every piece of it. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it's going to stay like that for a while. I'm happy with where the shop is heading. I'm happy with how things have been, and it's gonna be like that for a while. So if you're watching this video, you want something built, right now is the perfect time. Office space is super important, man. One thing about FFLs is you gotta make sure your paperwork's online. So this is where I go in and, you know, make sure all that's good to go. So
hell yeah. Oh shit. All right. We have some juicy stuff.
We have a buffet.
So we got a buffet. Why don't we start from my right, your left,
yeah,
and go from there.
This is just a fun build. I had this Boba Fett furniture laying around from very early on. If you go on my page, you'll see I had a full-blown like Boba Fett AK-74 build.
I will find some footage or some photos.
Yeah. So I took that furniture off that 74 and basically just demilled the whole thing, and then decided just to kind of build this for funsies. Kind of just sits around the shop just like this on a stand. You know, people come in, they just look at it, whatever. So pretty fun build. Had a little blaster mark right there, you know. Mandalorian stuff. Has a little Mandalorian thing up here.
So this is a, who makes the receiver?
So this is Sharps Brothers receiver. And Krebs safety that I flanned out. AOG trigger. As actually Romanian parts for the front sight gas block, rear sight. The barrel's a 4150 American barrel from AK Builder. So overall, just a fun, nice, clean build, you know. Extended mag release. So
Those leftover Boba Fett parts take me back.
the next one here is this was on its way to get coated, but we put it out just so you guys to check it out. Check that out. Carfail Romanian kit.
It's got the Pizza 11.
Yep.
Okay, so I've heard Kujir, I've heard Sadu, I've never heard Carfield. Am I saying that right? Carfill.
Yeah, Carfail.
I don't know much about it. I'm sure people watching this video, some may not know what this is. What makes this so special?
They just rarely came in. You know, there wasn't many that came in. I know a few of them came in by accident with like the Kujir ones, and it was a very small number of them.
Just a hyper rare Romanian AKM variant.
AKM variant, yeah. So
You know what's
pretty
cool? This is the type of thing, you could set this next to a Romanian Wasser or set it next to like a Romy 63 kit with dimples.
Yeah.
And to anyone that's not into AKs, they would have no clue why they're
This is
so
special.
drastically different in price
Right.
and value.
Right.
They would have no idea.
Not at all.
That's the rabbit hole with AKs, man.
Yep.
To the layman, this just looks like a table of AKs, but they are all wildly different in
Yep.
price, value, rarity. It's such a crazy rabbit hole.
Right. This Draco removed the rear sight, added a KOP sight. So by the naked eye, it looks like a regular rear sight, but then you kind of come in and you're like, oh, that's not a regular rear sight. So it's cool as you pop this pin out right here, slide this off, you can slide on red dot, you know, there's KOP has so many options.
Yeah, this has been on a while. I think it came out with these in 16 or 17, and
Yeah.
it was super cool. It's total sight block replacement, and like he's
Yep.
saying, that top piece dovetails, and you can put any optic mount you want, and it's super solid, super robust. Gunsmith installed.
Yep. Added the Krebs release, the mag release extended one,
Yeah.
the extended safety, removed the rear trunnion, added the JMAC rear trunnion so they could take.
Okay, it's got a pick on the rear.
Yeah, it has a pick on the rear. So, and then got the OD green with the black. So, this guy loves his Draco. So came in, got a facelift, and this thing shoots actually really nice. This one's like another example of customer getting what he wants. Beautiful Polish underfolder kit. And this guy decided to skip out on the traditional front end. Went with the KOP rear sight, the JMAC GBC13, 14.5 pin and with the JMAC RD4C. So, and extended magazine release.
Yeah, very Polish.
Yeah, very Polish, as you can see, Polish kit.
Yeah, Oval 11.
So, nice little gun.
Man, the high gloss really works with wood.
Yeah, it just works nice. Super fun build. This is one of those like, not really traditional in the sense where like, oh, I want this, right? And then customer just throws me a freaking curveball. Nope, I want an underfolder with a 14.5 pin and weld with a KLP. So pretty crazy. But
I'm about it.
works out.
Super cool. I like. It's got the FA and semi and safe. That's super cool.
Polish fatty, which this one's a little bit darker
Oh,
than
it
most.
is a Polish fatty.
Yeah.
That's a great sleeper mod upgrade that
Yes.
no one would notice, but it's so much fatter and thicker than a standard little
Than a standard.
popsicle stick AK grip.
Yep.
Good way to cheat at a match if you can't modify your AK, throw a Polish fatty on there, you never know.
Throw Polish fatty on there. Next one. This one's pretty cool.
This one's very cool.
M90. Came in. Krebs extended magazine release. 2-inch AOG trigger. Krebs safety. Texas Weapon System dust cover. But this is where it shines. Barrel was popped, taken down so it could fit an adjustable Occam Defense gas block with unrivaled pin and welded. And the RS Regulate lower handguard. This customer didn't send me a, for the upper handguard, he didn't send me anything, or a buttstock, but still got it done for him. Removed the side rail.
That's right. It would have had one.
Yeah, watered up the holes, cleaned it up real nice, because obviously the side rail and the dust cover kind of double kill. So this just kind of makes it look a lot cleaner when it sits like that.
It looks disgusting.
Yeah. This thing
All blacked out, looks sick.
Yeah, shoots like a dream, bro.
You know, dude, what I would do, just because I just can't not have wood, I would go wood and a fixed wood stock.
Yeah,
Would
that
look gnarly.
Yeah, that would look really good.
Who's that for?
It's for Jonathan Isaac.
Friend of the channel.
Yeah.
But you ain't seen nothing yet. Very sick.
These are still coming in. Bulgarian 74s.
Wow.
As you can see there.
Yep, circle 10.
Yeah, this came in as a just beautiful prestige kit. And I put it together, and this thing just came out beautifully.
It's the perfect shade on the paint too.
Yeah. So I left the original parts, like the safety, the dust cover, the buttstock, the gas block. I left that all with the original finish. Just refinished the receiver, trigger guard, and that was it.
Yeah, these Bulgy 74s are notorious for having these salmon. Some of them are just straight up pink.
Yeah.
Pistol grips.
Yeah.
Little ALG. That's like all that gun needs, dude.
Exactly.
Right there. That's basically the 74 you made for me minus the folder.
Right.
It's just the gun and a freaking trigger.
Yep.
And it gets the job done.
Everything's nice and smooth. I mean, you can't ask for more.
And depending on when this video came out, I think last week's video was a 74 you built for me.
That's right.
Talking about the sad state we're in with 74s. So whoever got this, I hope you have a little stocked up so you can actually enjoy it. Okay, before you show me this is,
okay.
I don't know how many of these are in the country. There have to be less than 20.
Possibly.
All right, let's see it. I'm a huge Yugo nerd, so this is crazy.
M21.
Hold that sucker up, dude. Damn. Zastava, please bring this shit in.
Not done, but it's kind of where I'm at in the build phase of it. Obviously, it still needs to be refinished. I ordered a barrel pin that's actually going to come flush here. So I have to drill and pin the gas block, drill and pin the muzzle, time it correctly as well. So we're kind of still in the build phase of this one, but just wanted to show you guys the kit because it's pretty cool.
Well, hold that up real quick, brother. There might be people in this video that don't even know what an M21 is. This is Serbian. This would have been developed, to my knowledge, tell me if I'm wrong, after Yugoslavia was no longer a thing and it was broken up. But this is basically what the Serbian military still uses today in 5.56. So your M90s, your M85s, same magazines. Does not have the tunable gas block like an M90, but does have this super trick. It basically has like the M92, M85 hinge dust cover, kinda.
Yeah.
And has the most interesting.
It has the rear sight, just like it.
Yes. And look, it's got the most, it still has tritium sights. It's like they never stopped doing that.
Yeah.
Whether it's a Yugo SKS, an M70 AB2, or an M21, they still have tritium sights.
This really brings it together.
Freaking the steel Serbian 5.56 AK mags. That is such a gnarly gun. They're extremely rare in this country. The kits go for high dollar. I know Scott at RS Regulate has a nice one that he's always posting, which is the first time I ever saw a picture of one. It's so cool that I get to touch one. That's awesome.
Yeah, so.
That's also an Isaac gun?
Yes. Yeah.
Damn.
So yeah, once this one's done, I'll be posting it on the SOF page as well, so.
Damn. I would love to have one of those. Rail gun for me.
And then we have a M77. Nice little M77 build. I mean, these things are just, they're tanks, bro. 8mm rounds. Yeah, this was a lot of fun to build as well. So.
This thing is so freaking clean.
Yeah.
You can see the sight post and the flash hider. It's all one piece.
All one piece, yep.
tunable gas block, 3 settings, just like they're doing now on a lot of different stuff.
Yep.
Those big long 3-hole handguards.
Yep.
I forget the name of the scope. I think in Serbian it translates to like air.
Air.
Don't remember, but it's the original scope, calibrated for 8mm for this gun. Torque receiver.
Torque receiver.
The best receivers.
Torque receiver, and I mean this gun for another great customer / friend, Mark Krebs.
The freaking master.
That's
What would building milled receivers versus stamped difficulty level? Is there a big difference?
The milled ones are actually a little easier just because you don't have to rivet the front and rear trunnion because it's all integrated into the receiver. So milled builds are actually a little bit easier. There's some differences, you know, you have to rivet in the bullet guide, and you know you have to rivet on the trigger guard. So just it's a slightly different kind of build, but overall, in my opinion, just looks really good. I love milled receivers. If I want to gold plate more guns, and when I do, one would definitely be a milled gun. That would look really good, just nice and smooth, you know?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that'll look really good. But yeah, it's kind of just all kind of aspects of different builds, you know, from go fast to just traditional to extremely rare to kind of off the wall stuff the customer wants, and these two to another, you know, super rare, and to another just, you know, custom kind of job, you know. Kind of covers everything that the shop does and what I like to do.
Kind of crazy to think that you've been in business now a little over 2 years.
Yeah, 2.5 years.
And you're already doing builds for what I consider to be the godfather of AKs in America, Mark Krebs. You literally, this is like one of 3 M77s that he's built for Mark. You're doing builds for Mark Krebs. Like literally the guy is sending you builds, and you're doing builds for all
for him personally, not for customers.
Right, for him, that's his personal gun.
Yeah.
Dudes like Jonathan, these high profile guys, like it's gotta be kind of gratifying to get people like that trusting you with such high quality kits.
Yeah, man, a lot of local as well here in the Phoenix area, like wealthy guys that come in here and they get one built and they see the quality and they just keep coming back. And it's kind of mind-blowing in the sense that I am kind of here doing this just because, as you know, we met back in 16, 17, and I told you kind of like my dream, and here I am living it.
Yeah, not that long ago.
Yeah.
It's such a quick trajectory, dude. I know you've hustled, you worked really hard, and a lot of people have a lot of respect for you.
Yeah.
I'll say it in every video that I feature you in. I think Mario really is the face of the modern day AK guy. Just what I like about the community, what is so different about this community, Mario kind of embodies that. And I think a lot of people are totally hip to that now. So Mario, you can't take this dude to places like Kalash Bash, Red October, Masters, any of this stuff, and he gets mobbed. So many people know him. He's a well-known guy. He's a hot commodity now. So I'm pretty happy to see the glow up. I think it's gone extremely well for you.
I enjoy everybody coming up to me, talking to me, having good conversations. I could talk AK all day, so it's good, man. I wouldn't be where I'm at right now without the support of, you know, not only the people that follow you, the people that follow me, just everybody that's into AKs. You know, I wouldn't be here without their support. So I thank them, you know, them every day in my prayers, and, you know, I'll continue doing right by you guys, man. So I'll never change that. I'll continue doing right by you guys, and hopefully I stay this busy and to the day I die.
Thanks for the hospitality. I hope your new employee works out.
Man.
And maybe we'll check in on him a year from now as well, see how he's doing.
Yeah, man, about that guy. It's not really working out, man. Drinking on the job, taking hours and hours in the restroom, taking hours at lunch, the barrel population work, I don't even know how many I have to undo. Just taking constant breaks. Yeah, man, I just don't think it's gonna work out with him.
Hey, perros, si tienen los cuernos de chivos, mándenlos. Aquí se los arreglamos bien chingón. ¿Verdad, Mario? Sí, aquí los arreglamos, mándenlos. Les damos un descuento si usan el code Defense.
All right, seriously, everyone, thank you all for watching. Make sure you're following Rodrigo on H-Town Werewolves YouTube channel.
H-Town Werewolf, baby. Ow!
I'll put it right here. Make sure you're following SOF Defense on all socials, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere. Do you have a personal page?
Yeah, AK__ Mario.
What do you think about his sister's cousin, who will not be touching your guns? But hey, man, I've enjoyed my time here in Arizona. Mario's let us crash at his casa. It's been awesome. We've been hanging out with the family. We might even do some lowrider stuff tonight. I'll try to maybe inject a little bit of that in the footage if we have it. And that's it. Love everyone. We'll see you next time. Support your local gunsmiths.
See you guys.
He looks nervous. Wow. I can do nothing.